Everyone, welcome to the Kaimuki is Wednesday, one. Meeting called to order. Filling of vacancies. We have one vacancy on our board of the West Kaimuki. Are there any volunteers present or for this? See yourself and
Can you go to the microphone?
yeah. I mean, you don't mind introducing yourself and one.
Thank everyone for your services. Yeah, I'm Mike Diaby. I live in District 30 um, I, uh, I love the neighborhood because there's been a lot of discussion and currently, I serve in several boards. Currently, at the state. And so prior to that, and I'm here to volunteer my services to the community. And I enjoy, I walk a lot in the community. So I have a lot of discussions with people and they encourage me to run for the voice. So nice meeting you. Thank you.
Questions for Madhu? If no questions, are there any other volunteers? Okay, so I will edit the motion to decide the item appointed to the board. Second. Moved and seconded.
Okay, so for those that aren't aware of how this works, when I call your name, please say Audrey if you would like to be voted to the board. If you would not, you can just stay silent or say no. It is totally up to you. So I'm gonna go down the first who's here currently. And please use the microphone. Chair King. Audrey. Vote. Saito. I know you're online. If you can unmute your mic. If not, I can circle back around. I know the online users, WebEx update's kind of difficult. Travis, you can hear us. If you can put in the chat, just in case you can't unmute yourself, just for the record. Thank you. Smith Kahane.
Audrey. Audrey.
Arnold. For the record, member Murakami also put Audrey in the chat. In the meantime, Vice Chair Hope. And Tom. Audrey. I'm gonna circle back around. Member Saito, if you can hear me, if you can put it in the chat if you're unable to mute for your vote. As well as member Arnold, if you can do the same, can you hear me? If not, I would have to take your votes as an attention. Go once. Go twice. But she did receive a quorum vote anyway to be nominated. She did receive 6 votes.
All right, Jeffrey, congratulations. Do we need to take a brief recess?
You do not have to do her oath of office and stuff just outside if you want to continue with the agenda.
Okay. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna continue with the agenda, city monthly reports, on the fire department.
are online.
The Honolulu Fire Department. Can we confirm that everybody can hear us online?
It is hard to hear your microphone.
Is it sound going to do it?
Potentially, I think so. Let me see. Can you confirm, Member Murakami, is this mic on my end clear to hear? Yes. The speaker's probably here.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, fire department? Station?
They're online. I sent a request to unmute twice. I don't know if they're able to.
You cannot unmute.
I wish I could.
Okay. Honolulu Police. Oh, okay. There's a fire department. Go ahead, please. Oh, okay. Mute button off. So I'm going to try the Kaimuki Fire Department one more time. Are you ready? Okay, this time, let's move on to HPD.
Sorry, you're coming in broken, but are you asking for HP to go? Hello?
Hey, Rich, are you able to unmute your mic? Would that be better since you're writing to the speaker? Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Yes.
would that work? If you unmute your WebEx,
Yeah, I'm not even on the website.
updating? Gotcha.
We can hear you, Lieutenant.
Okay, is it my turn to go? Okay, I'll read off the stats if you can hear me. For the month of March, we had 17 motor vehicle thefts, 5 burglaries, 31 thefts, and 7 unauthorized entry to motor vehicle calls. Total calls for the service of the month, 6,238. Safety tips for the month, pedestrian safety. Some of the tips that found online could be: when available, always use a marked crosswalk to cross the street. When a pedestrian traffic light changes to green, wait a few moments, look for vehicles attempting to turn. Make eye contact before stepping off the curb or into the road. Wear light colored clothing to reflective material. Do not wear clothes that blend into the background. Be patient and alert while in the marked crosswalk. Do not begin crossing if the red "don't walk" or red palm signal is flashing or steady. And other safety tips can be found on honolulupolice.org. But main thing is to be visible and vigilant to traffic around. And that's all I have.
Okay, thank you very much. Any questions for the Honolulu Police?
Do you want to try HFD one more time?
Yes. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Okay, let's go down to the fire department.
Hey, hi, sorry about that. So there's little audio difficulties, but I'm just gonna read off some of the statistics. I'm Firefighter Thompson from the Kaimuki Fire Station. These statistics are from the month of March. So as far as fires, for structure fires, we had 0. Wildland brush fires, we had 0. Nuisance fires, 1. Cooking fires, 0. And activated alarms with no fire, we had 2. For emergencies, we had 49 medical emergencies. Motor vehicle collision with a pedestrian, we had 1. Motor vehicle crash collision, we had 4. Mountain rescues, we had 0. Ocean rescues, 0. And hazardous materials incidents, we also had 0. The fire safety tips and announcement for this month, our tip has to do with evacuation planning. So be sure to have an emergency preparedness plan ready in case of an environmental emergency, fire, or natural disaster. Know 2 ways out of your home and consider the route you will take if you need to evacuate. from your neighborhood due to an emergency. For more information, you can visit fire.honolulu.gov. Also, leave early enough to avoid being caught in fire, smoke, or road congestion. Establish a predetermined location, such as a well-prepared neighbor or relative's house, a low-risk area, or a shelter or evacuation center. And take your emergency supply kit containing your family and pets' necessary items. Okay, that's all we have. Are there any questions?
Very much. Any questions for the party?
Thanks. Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, we'll come to the Board of Water Supply. Board of Water Supply.
Hello. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're breaking up a little.
Okay. Little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, I will. I just do my report really quickly. We had two main breaks in March, one on the 18th and one on the 28th. The announcement I have for this month is about the leak week. It's occurring this week from the 14th to 20th. So it's just a time to chase down and repair those pesky leaks. So the Board of Water Supply has once again partnered with Hardware Hawaii for the annual Detect the Leak Week campaign. It's on Sunday through Saturday. And this campaign is a reminder to check your plumbing fixtures and irrigation systems for leaks. And because one of the most common leaks is a leaky toilet, which is usually caused by a worn out flapper. I hope you're able to hear my announcement. That's all I have for this month.
Thanks very much. Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you.
Any questions for the Board of Water Supply? Two breaks, where, location? The two water breaks, where are they located?
Oh, sorry. Okay. The first one was on 22nd Avenue. That was on the 18th. That was a 12-inch. The second one was on 18th Avenue, and that was a 4-inch.
Okay, any other questions? Board of Water Supply? Okay, seeing none, thank you very much, Lauren, I appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to move on to public input, limited to an opportunity to comment on it's not listed on the agenda. Is there any public comment? Yes.
My name is I'm a 35-year resident of Kaimuki, and I'm the managing director of Taiko Center, traditional and contemporary. I could do for 20 years. And I'm also an artistic teaching partner with artists. And I have been teaching at the school for the deaf and blind for 2017. And tomorrow, I invite all to come to a lecture demonstration that we're going to be doing at the school, and featuring one class from that school. So if you're interested, it's a Taiko lecture demonstration tomorrow, Thursday, April 18th, 1 to 10. It's at the Hawaii School for the Deaf and Blind, which is right here in Kaimuki. The address is 3440 Leahi Avenue. You can, my website address is taikoarts.com. If you do decide to come, it would be appreciated if you came on advance. My email address is taikoarts@gmail.com. And if you do come tomorrow, you would have to check in at the administration office, and the program will be held. And it's tomorrow at 1:15 to 10. Any questions?
Any questions? Thank you very much. Thank you. Any other public input?
I recommend like a brief 2-minute recess. I'm probably gonna relocate up to your guys' table because the speaker's picking up through my laptop. They can hear my mic great, but they can't hear you guys the best. So I'm gonna probably relocate right there. Is it okay?
Okay, so we are gonna take a 2-minute break. Standing recess.
Equals are ready.
Okay, call this meeting back to order. There's no other public input. Oh, I'm sorry.
Tina.
Tina. You have public input?
Hi, yeah, I hope this is okay. I just wanted to introduce myself. My name's Tina Grandinetti. I think some of you may have seen my campaign signs in your neighborhood. I'm running to represent District 20 in the State House of Representatives. I'm sorry I couldn't be there tonight, but I just wanted to say hello and just make myself available, tell you a little bit about myself maybe. I currently work as a postdoctoral fellow at PolicyLink, which is a national institute focusing on economic justice. I work on housing policy, and my passion is people-centered solutions to our housing crisis here in Hawaii. I earned my PhD focusing on what we're experiencing here. And before that, I served for 3 years in the office of Representative Amy Peruso, where I took a really active role in working with advocates to make sure that community voices were heard at the legislature. So I'll be around knocking on doors, but I just wanted to say hello. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much. Given that, you know, fairness, we're gonna open up the floor to everyone running for this office. So. Good evening, board members. My name is Kevin Long. Also running for House District 20. I guess a little bit about myself. I started working at the Capitol back in 2012 for Recreation Photo. I was there for 7 years. School. After that, I took a break to study for the bar. Once I passed, I started working in the mayor's office. I was working as a director. My focus is all the state legislation in Texas. But I just, you know, I'm here. And if you guys want to talk, I'm more than happy to. See you around who I'm walking. Just came from that. Just wanted to meet you. Good. Thank you very much. Everybody else?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can do the mic right there.
Aloha, my name is James Globe. I'm also running for a state house. I'm a Army combat veteran. I served in Iraq, the military police for 8 years. Going to Iraq, I came back and I went to college, got my bachelor's in political science, my master's in public administration. I used to work at a family law firm, but that was a little bit too much drama and family issues for me. So I decided to go work for the state, where I worked at the food stamp office. So basically helping people apply for food stamps and coming benefits. And now I'm a special investigator for fraud for the state of Hawaii. And if anyone has any questions, they can feel free to reach out to me or see me when I'm wandering around or out and about.
Thanks very much. Anyone else running for District 20? Okay. Seeing no one else, we will move on. Any other public input? Seeing none, we'll move on to community updates. Questions? Member representative?
I'll see.
Seeing none, we'll move on to Carol.
I think Carol, a name Carol, I don't know if that's the same one.
Is Carol Bushy.
Okay, hello, this is Carol. I'm sorry, I was having a hard time to the WebEx chair.
We're glad you're on.
Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I don't, did you receive the slides that I sent?
Yes, we did, and we have them up.
Okay, All right, I'll just give a very brief update about what's happening with the Phase 2 construction of the Culinary Institute of the Pacific. So we can just go ahead and go to the first slide. Okay, so with the restaurant and auditorium, they poured the loading dock slab, and then you'll see the pictures in just a moment. The side curbs and sidewalks are really progressing in the finishing work. The stormwater detention center is in progress. The rock wall that people were concerned about, most of that has been installed. It's in progress. The restaurant auditorium, aluminum doors and windows are in progress. The restaurant auditorium entrance and sheathing is in progress. And the Innovation Center, which you haven't seen for a while since my last update, has its metal roof panels, and all of that work is substantially completed, and the Innovation Center rough-ins in progress. So let's just go ahead and move through the slides at whatever rate you want to. Go ahead. All right, here's an aerial view of the entire site with the restaurant auditorium up at the top. And then you'll see the garden area to the lower right-hand side, the dirt area. And then to the left of that is the lab that currently exists, the two laboratories there. And to the left of that is the Innovation Center, which is being built right now. Okay, next slide. All right, here's a more frontal view of the restaurant auditorium. So you'll see that, work has really progressed on that. And, inside that, there's the 100-seat restaurant. There's a banquet room in there. There is a bar and a lounge area, and on the right-hand side is the outdoor dining area that, of course, will have tables out, tables. Next slide. Okay, here's another view of the restaurant and some of the garden areas. This is a back view, and you can see into Kaimuki. A beautiful view, okay. All right, you can go ahead and move on. Okay, now this one is Innovation Center. I think the last time I showed you a picture, there was hardly anything there. But they've done a lot of work in this one, and this is where, we'll have a lot of product development and testing and tasting and so forth. And this is right next to the lab that currently exists. And I think, is there one more slide? Okay. So I also wanted to announce that the Culinary Institute of the Pacific is collaborating with the Culinary Institute of America. As you know, Roy Yamaguchi is the director for the Culinary Institute of the Pacific, and he has a great relationship with the CIA. He's served on their board, and he's formed a collaboration with them. And in the fall, there'll be a couple of professional development workshops that are going to be offered. So you'll see more information coming out about that. And they will also be collaborating together to offer classes to the public. And that's my report.
Thank you very much, Carol.
You're welcome.
For Carol Bushut or Dr. Lani? Thank you very much, Carol. Thanks again.
You're quite welcome. Sorry about my delay in getting online. I'm glad my phone works.
I'm sorry, Carol, we have one comment.
Hey, Carol.
Hello, I don't know who's talking, but I can hear you a bit.
And then, so everyone should go to that. Delicious. Hard to find, but it's fantastic food and cheap. But we take some order online and it says to food. But it's excellent. I can't wait till it expands. There's even an elevator for the but I found it really good.
Thank you. I kind of caught bits and pieces of your comment, but I think it was relatively positive. So I do thank you for that. And we're really excited. And I think over the, starting in the fall, you're going to see a lot of progress and different things opening up at the CIP in phases to the restaurant opening in the spring of 2025.
Thank you to the chefs and students.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much, Carol. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So we are going to move on to the next item, which is update. Yeah. So we have an update.
Thank you for inviting me. My name is Elizabeth Garrison. I'm a Kaimuki resident. I'm on the corner. Most of my work is done in education. I've worked with like Kaimuki, YC Foundation, and other funders to provide assistance to low-income children. So I don't want to participate theater about 5 months ago, and I'm just very passionate about your endeavor. I know that you guys are also very interested in what's going on. So we've been talking to owners and making some really good progress and positive progress. Our focus is to provide a community theater that focuses on education and the arts, providing after-school classes for students and having musical plays, movies, etc. It's been close to 1985, and it's such a grand place. So I just wanted to update all of you to say that progress is being made, but we're trying to be positive, and we just need support and positive support for the owners to just understand that this is the best thing that can happen. We don't want to go. We want something to help our community. Research has shown that school classes for students, their test scores go up dramatically when we provide. And there are after-school programs, etc. But a lot of times the students are bored, just talking to them. They want something deeper. And also some summer sessions for working families after work, and they don't really their students because their children at home. They would rather have them go to what they need that becomes vital. So thank you very much. Thanks.
Very much. Any questions? Go ahead. So, I'm sorry. So we've been before been corresponding with the Dorian. Corresponding with you.
Transparent. My email about the download I can do. I just had a meeting with her yesterday with more. So what are your concerns? The latest has been we're still still dialogue. You know, like, I understand that this has been a long going. And we're trying to spearhead it and so anything I can do to help out to help the engagement. We had a really positive meeting yesterday with the brokers. Balin and then I get down to the much real estate. Who's helping me with really good stuff. So yeah. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? So,
Nothing on my.
okay, so I see, Audrey, I think you are on, so I'd invite you to comment if you wish to comment. We're gonna move on.
Yes, hi.
Oh, hi, Audrey, go ahead.
Hi. I'm so sorry. I was barely able to make out what was being said. I was trying to adjust my audio just now, but I was able to hear at least bits and pieces of what Elizabeth said initially. And I just want to thank the Friends of the Queen Theater and Elizabeth for their continued interest in the Queen, as well as for their update and appeal to the community. I've met with them several times now, and they also recently started working with a broker. So I'm very excited to hear more from them once they're ready to share their proposal. I do want to make clear, though, that until a lease is finalized, the Queen Theater is still on the market in the meantime. I'm going to be sharing our broker's contact info in the chat. And yeah, that is all I have to say for now. The plan is just to keep the dialogue going with the Friends of the Queen Theater and Elizabeth. I hope you guys can hear me all right.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you for your comments. Questions or comments? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to move on to presentations. Have an update on beekeeping light show services and future schedule. Hello. Blue Monjay, I'm the executive director of Light Show Hawaii, the nonprofit that serves beekeeping. Can you pull up the, for those of you who cannot see it, I brought hard copies that I think that we go detail, have some around. So yes, I'm sure most of you are aware of what Kiki is. It's the bike share, 7 years of service, sent bicycle transit. We have generated over 6 million trips to date, over 15 miles. Our service areas between Ipolei by Home Depot, Cannery, up to Kaimuki, eastern Michigan, Ocean to Valley. So the Kiki, 2/3 of our rides are by 62% of our rides residents, and current monthly plan starts at $15 for unlimited 30 minutes. Cost of a plus pass, you get 4 people. And if you scroll up a bit, thank you. That just gives numbers. We had over 17,000 members, and 75,000 number is the additional number. People in Japan. On the left, you'll see the type of plans typically used by global companies. The commuter is a 30-minute plan, so about a third use that. 10% use the Voyager, which is a 60-minute plan for longer rides or long commutes. And then over half is the 300-minute rest of it. You can ride up to 5 hours or 5 1-minute rides. And it keeps keep riding around that. And it keeps reloading. And then on the right is the usage by neighborhood. So generally, there's a pretty strong correlation between the number of stations and the number of So we have about 57 stations in Waikiki, 6% of that. And conversely, going down P, Diamond Head, Honolulu is pretty typical for residential and small commercial, neighborhood commercial. So we have 8% provided in this eastern area. And then another one. Any questions so far? Scroll up. There you go. Every 2 years, we do a member survey. So this gives you kind of the demographics, male versus female. We have a very high female membership rate. Typically, it's in the 20% range, mainland. Part of that is the bicycle we chose a long time ago. It's lower to the ground, and it's 10 pounds lighter. So 2 inches lower, 10 pounds. And again, the age, we don't allow riders under 16, so that's why there are no 8-year-old riders. And then the age is typically go up. So once people get established in their career, the kids are, on their own. School buses to school, people are using PT to get around. Household income, generally about 4/5 of our members are in the Alice category. So those people that are generally lower to middle class, family of the average household income, so that's pretty much all 6 bars on the lower top. Ethnicity, mixed, as we all are pretty much. And if you scroll up a little more, so you can see, yeah. So these doesn't help people, your neighbors, your friends, maybe even your children. A lot of people are using BT to save money. Others get rid of an extra car, and it's critical in neighborhoods like Kaimuki. Every inch of the curb. Better. So 17% of our member households sold a car. Sold an extra. And then short purpose, all the same reasons why you drive a car or take the bus, people use it. And I think that the critical point on the bottom is 19% of our members. A lot of our members work at YDP, hotel business, and late at night after 10 p.m. it's very difficult to get. They often beating to maybe the company. So even if you live on the Woodward side or Waianae side, you might be using or to your and then some benefits based on usage. Greenhouse gases avoided. I think the other critical point, when a person moved in, a lot of businesses were concerned about putting a station near their business about is businesses realize that people discover their business by using BT. You have to walk to the BT station or walk from the BT station. So you're passing new businesses. And if you're on a bicycle, two-way bicycle lane going against traffic, you're seeing businesses from. Because if you're driving to town on Maritania in the morning, you're not going to see a business that's a restaurant serving dinner. You're not thinking about big community on King Street. Or at the two-way bike track gives businesses building. 4 out of 5 bicycle trips in the city are weekends. So you see us all around the core of the city. Any other questions? Yes. Questions? Board members? You guys all the way stop. How much did you have for lunch? So, for example, we have a 300-minute ride plan. You could keep riding around the island in that hours, and then reset it. But if you have a 30-minute, 60-minute plan, you have to keep talking. It's like a library. You can't just leave the library. You have to turn the library to a bench. You have to bring it to. Thank you.
So, yeah, the question from the audience was, how do you know when those 300 minutes are used? Well, we have the kiosk, the station that's marked with like parking down in the box. Then we bring the bike back. No, it's the bikes, yeah, it's. And I got one more update. So for the last 7 years, we've kept our member rates at $15 for 30 minutes, 25, 60 minutes. We're having to raise our rates based on inflation, and we need to buy more bikes. COVID has been very difficult. We've lost a lot of bikes through the pandemic. So we need to. Thank you. Question? Yep. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. Thank you all. Hang on. Right there.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
I actually don't have any questions because I just wanted to say I'm like picking up like maybe 20% of what anyone's saying over there. And so like Jeffrey put in the chat that the updates are causing problems with the WebEx. So I guess I would just request if possible, if anyone's speaking there, if maybe you could speak a little bit more slowly and really close to the mic, then those of us online might be able to pick up more, but I'm really not getting anything over on my end. I apologize if that's inconvenient.
Okay. Thanks for the comment. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so moving on. So we do have the primary emergency management on the agenda. However, due to the schedule which we are going to defer that until our next, hopefully our next meeting. Appreciate you for that. Good. Next item is elected reports. Mark Wong, the mayor's representative, did not join us this evening. He did send us a memo, essentially in the mayor's state of the city address. And we know that mayor's cabinet leadership team hosted town hall meetings, and the city has signed an agreement with and the white dad has moved into a new home. And there are other updates. Feel free to check out his report, which is dated July on the website. Okay, so moving on, Councilmember Tommy Waters.
Good evening, Chair, Vice Chair, members of the board. Adam from the Water's office. Sorry to be here tonight. The water and Councilmember State. Long full council meeting today. Just ended. But I know if you would congratulate Audrey for joining the board. Chair Waters started off as a neighborhood board. We really do the neighborhood board process with you guys. Community. Thank you. Okay. Chair Waters introduced resolution 2462, which urges the city administration to construct additional sand beach volleyball courts. And to ask for council today if there are any park spaces that you think would be a good location for a sand volleyball court. Any welcome your suggestion, maybe we can work together with constructing this sand volleyball court. Right now, I believe there's only 5. Bruce Beach, on the beach part. Very large demand for work. Several of the universities have great programs. Have an idea of great park. How they volleyball. Also today, Cynthia McMillan was appointed to the rate commission. The rate commission is responsible for reviewing fair speed rate. Plus, having that timeline.
Adam, Chairwater's office. Seeing none, thank you very much. Okay, so moving on, we have council member Calvin Singh or his representative. Oh, there we go.
Hello, everyone. This is Julianne Smith-Kilhane Oracle from Councilman Day's office. And like what Adam said, there was a long full council today. So I'm here representing Councilman Day. I have a very brief report. The newsletter is found on his website, and we also put the link in the chat. There's some announcement with like the city council was reviewing FY25 proposed budget. So you can find it on www.honolulucitycouncil.org/budget if you want to look at the budget. The other thing is I wanted to kind of elaborate on what we were doing for the month of March after this meeting and the people. So as what Adam was saying, the Mayor Blangiardi delivered the 2024 State of the City address. The other thing that we did was we visited and did the May draping ceremony for our King Kamehameha Kauikeoli at Thomas Square Park on March 18th. And then after 50 years, in their more Ili location, Popua Market Co-op is now in Polo Valley, and it's called Pop-Up Market and Grill. Councilmember Say went to go meet one of the owners. Her name is Millie. So we went there to have some coffee, and it was really good. Like they have some really great coffee, great grab and go breakfasts, awesome mango bread, super good. And they do have a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables, including palo that you can actually pick up. And then, yep, that's pretty much what I have at the moment. Does anybody have any questions, concerns?
Okay, questions, concerns for Councilmember Say's office? All right, seeing none, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, so moving on to Governor Josh Green's representative. I think I did see Amanda here. Let's see.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to say thank you so much for having us here. The newsletter is right there on the table. One of the things that I wanted to share with you is an important incentive program for people who are on Medicaid. So even if your child is not on Medicaid, your child can get $50 for a wellness check. So that means every single child in the county can get a wellness check. We also wanted to link to the newsletter to talk about tsunami. Also, just to let everyone know that the governor is a very trauma-informed governor, and wellness checks are also something that you can find in the newsletter.
Thank you. Any questions for the Greens representative?
This is totally different. I help a 103-year-old artist teacher friend, and she doesn't get the recognition she deserves. Her name is Esther Now. And the state can have to, I know Honganji has treasurers, living treasurers, but at the state level can have living treasurers.
We have, I mean, we have so many people that should recognize on the state. So I put it as you know. What was formerly called High Sound Voice State, right? Now, Capital Modern. And so maybe we can, to the board, or you can email me and see what kind of resources I can provide you for any. That is it, right? Yeah. And everyone's timeline. Yeah, I can bring that back at the next meeting. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions for Governor Green's representative? Right, seeing that, thank you very much, Amanda, appreciate it. Okay, moving on to State Senator Stanley Chang's office. We have a representative present. Seeing that, we'll move on to State Senator Leslie Hara, his representative. Seeing that, we'll move on to Representative Johnson Sayama.
Hey, good evening, board, public. It's safe to see you again. It's a brief update from the last time. Last Friday, I attended Kaimuki High School's Culture Day, which celebrated the dancing and music of all the Polynesian cultures that are represented in our Kaimuki High community. A wonderful event, and I think, or I hope it will become an annual event. Speaking of and following on this culture and arts, we will be having the honor of hosting the Festival of the Pacific. This is a global international event, which fortunately is being hosted in Hawaii on between June 6th and 16th. This year we have 28 countries participating with over 2,000 dignitaries. These will include activities, again, celebrating each culture and arts from the respective countries. And it will take place in all areas of Oahu as well as the Big Island. These are public events. So if you wish to know more about the agenda and the program, I encourage you to look online. This will be bestpackhawaii.org. In Tolopa Valley, my office has organized and completed our third Azama Park cleanup, in which we were able to pick up 31 bags of trash in this little parcel of land. We hope to do something similar in all areas of the district, including Kaimuki, and I believe that KBPA will be hosting a cleanup at Kaimuki Community Park at the end of May. So I think I'll be including that in my newsletter, which I will be mailing out at the beginning of May. From the legislature, we have a few updates on important bills that this neighborhood board has indicated interest in. SB 3202 and HB 1630. This is kind of known as the monster home bill that we had talked about last month. HB 1630, which I voted no on, it has not had a hearing in the House. Oh, sorry, not had a hearing in the Senate. So that one is dead. SB 3202, its companion, is still alive. But the good news to that is actually it's been deleted. Provisions in the bill have been deleted so much that essentially is no longer a very effective bill. So all the parts about additional dwelling units, square footage of lot, all gone. It's basically a bill making a minor amendment to school impact fees. So unless that older version gets revived in the conference committee process, the bill is dead, essentially. Other big legislation that the committee has interested in, any bill relating to legalization of recreational use cannabis is dead at this session. But now the legislation will be going into conference committees. So for the next 2 weeks, approximately, we will be negotiating the differences between the Senate and the House versions of bills. And then finally, we will come to an agreement in which we will have a final vote for the entire House and Senate floor. So I would will try to keep the board informed of any legislations you guys have interest in. Please let me know, and we will be happy to keep you posted from my office. With that, I am open to questions.
Thank you. Questions for Representative Sayama? Go ahead. Gambling bills.
All day. Not even close. They didn't, yeah. I don't think any gambling bills survived either chamber this year. There might have been a resolution requesting a study. I don't know if that got passed or not either. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Statement because those round shows on the seeming like this look like photo cell and it's some kind of traffic so like right was around the statement. And which you really right line separated that honestly in the parking lot. Like today I was backing up and the sun is coming straight at me. I couldn't see the run, but faded. So that was back in June last year. So maybe.
Yeah, I could follow up with DOT as well as the library on.
The question. The questions for Representative Sal. If not, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Okay, so we'll move on to State Representative Veteran Kobayashi. Move on to Congressman Baptiste's office or his representative. So we'll move on to announcements. Are there any announcements by the board? Being no announcements, board business approval of the March 20th, 2024 summary of video record. Are there any? Okay, move to approve. For second, move to seconded. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstained? Okay. For the written summary of video record.
You seconded that motion?
All right. Reports, members attendance at another meeting? Report, yes, go ahead.
I went to the Waikiki board meeting this month. There was a lot of discussion about homelessness and apparently some violent attacks on some people. I guess we may have homeless problem too here in the neighborhood. So it's like never ending situation and discussion.
Thank you very much. Anything else? Right.
So just today, I went to, Majiki, it's called a Nice Neighborhood Board, so it's kind of like a committee, yeah. It's a committee meeting that they talk about different ways of helping the community, so the topic today was how to get, if there was a fire or an emergency, how to get people out of condominiums, or like apartment complexes where they're about 5 to 10 stories or higher. So HFD was talking to us about how there should always be a placard if anybody lives in a condominium or any apartment complex. There should be a placard saying what the exit route is because it's the law, state law. One of the residents that, or the community members that was at the meeting said that her. So it should be right by the elevator, according to HFD. So if you want to be aware of any of that, just so that you guys know that's what we're talking about. But they're just trying to be the interim person, so if anybody in the needs to be evacuated, they're gonna go to maybe like the museum, they're trying to be an alternate representative route. Where they will be organizing. See, yeah.
Any other reports? Okay, seeing none. Okay, so the next meeting of this board is Wednesday, June 19th, 2024, at 6:30 p.m. right here at the Kaimuki Public Library meeting room, and we do have WebEx. As a reminder, this board is in recess for the month of May. So we'll see everybody back in June. Okay. So this meeting is adjourned. Thanks very much, everybody.